Hello and welcome, I'm Ignorant Northerner. I'm a bit rough today. I had a heavy night last night, but as always, as I said, here's a Smackdown review. So, Smackdown. Started off Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn coming out as the opener to a pop. I can't work out if you're supposed to boo these guys or not. I'm starting to think that maybe Shane does have ulterior motives. I'm not sure, but I just can't not like these guys. So they're going to do a recap of last week's no DQ match. Kevin speaks of being part of a McMahon vendetta against him, and they won't give up till they get their pound of flesh. Sammy starts explaining the rules of where ringside and where the ramp is, as Randy Orton comes in and RKO's Kevin Owens. And a really good RKO, to be honest. Sammy, not sure what to do, starts to back off as Shane McMahon comes out. Explains that Sammy's going to be in a match tonight with Kevin Owens chained to the rope. Excellent. That's going to be interesting. Yeah. Anyway, then it cuts to them backstage, and it's basically there's adverts in between, but it cuts to him backstage, and basically Sammy's rambling on like he does and explaining to Kevin what basically happened. Kevin just states that he's going to go see Brian because he thinks he's the fairest person. Then we get Rusev and Aiden English. I'm starting to like this pairing now. I'm thinking, they're getting better, and I kind of started liking 12 Days of Rusev. But I'm not sure Rusev Day is the strongest gimmick to go with. But I do like this odd pairing, and it's working out quite well. As the New Day came out with what can only be described as massive pancakes, and giving them to kids, giving them out. I know here that Rusev and Aiden English were working really well together, and it works out for them because after a distraction, Rusev and Aiden get the win. Shock, really. Kofi gets a stiff kick to the back of the neck, and it's 1-2-3. I was shocked because I thought the New Day was going to win, but no, I think they deserved it. Did Aiden English and Rusev, and I think having another tag team in that mix is going to help because that tag team division is starting to throw more people in the mix now, and it's better than doing the same matches over and over again. Then we get a recap of Mojo and what happened with Zack Ryder last week. If you didn't see that, go to my Smackdown review last week and catch up on that. Mojo just basically defends himself backstage, saying it was being held back by Zack, that he won the inaugural Battle Royal. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal this year when Zack was injured, and that Zack was holding him back. And that if anybody has any problem with that, it's tough, basically. And then we go backstage with Brian and Carmella, Lana, Tamina, and they're asking why Natalya gets another title shot. The Riot Squad comes in and kind of breaks down Brian until he goes mad and just tells them that they're all Bill Lumberjacks, so they'll all get to be featured. So the way to feature all the women in one match, let's not have more than one woman storyline going on at once. That's not allowed. Rude and Corbin backstage, they're complaining about Ziggler being put in the match. Ziggler comes out, comes in backstage and joins them, and just reels off his accomplishments, which, to be fair, they're good, and why he should be part of that match. I enjoy a triple threat more, so yeah, but just putting random people in who've not really done anything towards that title or to gain a shot at that title just seems like they're doing it to have the triple threat rather than for the storyline purposes of doing a triple threat. The Bludgeon Brothers beats up a local team in less than a minute, pretty much. It's a squash match. What more can we say? We need them to face a decent team. Otherwise, how many people can they squash before you start using tag teams that you're using in your tag team title picture, which is where they're supposed to be going. We get a little skit of Charlotte doing psych. Congratulations to Charlotte for that. Then we get Sammy and Kevin backstage. Sammy's going on again. Kevin looks worried. He does say that he spoke to Brian and that Brian says he'll think about it. We then get Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode. And yeah, it's a fairly good match until Ziggler spoils it, really, with 2 zigzags. It basically ends in a DQ. Ziggler and commentary were quite good, though. I enjoyed his commentary, and I kind of slightly like the heel Ziggler. Don't know why. I just wish he'd have more momentum. There was a recap of the AJ Styles Jinder title feud, which was, you've all seen it, you know what happened. It kind of went back to Jinder first getting the title and him getting through Randy Orton and stuff, but it is what it is. Watch SmackDown if you want to see it. We then get Charlotte Tamina with Carmella, Natalya, and Lana all at ringside, and so you're pretty much setting up this match. Tamina taps to Charlotte, and you're setting up for the Riot Squad coming out, which they do. Interestingly, though, they kind of square up to each of the members, but the person that attacks first is Tamina, who actually gets the better of Sarah Logan. I did put in my notes here, Sarah Logan should not talk. I can't understand what she's saying properly. She doesn't say anything of any character. She just talks about wrestling crocodile. And like, I have no problem with the the deep south of America accent there. No problem with it. But she cannot talk. Just stop talking. Stop talking. Just be big, mean. That's it. It cuts to Kevin and Sammy again backstage. We're going to Brian. Brian says that fortunately he agrees with Shane and they are going to be cuffed. And then it kind of cuts to ringside. Kevin Owens starts stating that he's not going to do it. He won't do it. So Brian threatens him with suspension. He agrees. Gets locked up. And Orton comes out. Starts off as a really good match. Orton's throwing Sami Zayn across the announce table into the barricade with his back, back into the announce table, which looked like it really hurt Sami. Actually, there was a welt on his back where he kind of crushed. If you watch it back, and he kind of crushes one of the TV monitors, you can actually see the circuit boards. If you do watch it back, and then Kevin kind of distracts Randy, and then Sami Zayn starts getting control. And then, out of sheer... I didn't see this coming, to be fair. I should have seen it coming. I knew something was going to happen. I didn't know how. But Sami finds bolt cutters under the ring and starts trying to cut him off. He gets distracted. Randy gets attack on him. Then he attacks Kevin Owens, throwing him into the post. And then Sami gets the better of him again, because he's distracted attacking Kevin Owens. And then this starts the match again, kind of the control of the match starts going to and fro again, and Randy starts taking control as Kevin Owens finds the bolt cutters, because they were strategically still there, and manages to cut himself free. The only problem with the match really was the end. The Orton wins with fairly cheap roll-up. Nobody really looked strong in that. Then there was a beatdown at the end where they jumped on him, and out comes who probably will be Randy Orton's partner for the upcoming pay-per-view, Shinsuke Nakamura. Comes out, attacks Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Shin Casa on one. Randy Orton gets RKO on Sami Zayn, and then another Shin Casa to him, and they basically that's how SmackDown ends. Anyway, I've been Ignorant Ravener. I will put last week's SmackDown and Raw reviews up here. Thank you for watching. I might be doing some other stuff very soon, so I'm going to be doing some D&D videos because it's one of my other favourite loves as well. So even if you're not a fan of wrestling, you're not a fan of D&D, if you know people that are, please tell them to watch. And please share, like, and subscribe this. I've been Ignorant Northerner. Goodbye.